Hello everyone and welcome to my very first YouTube video ever. In today's video I'm going to be talking a little bit about my vintage Fairy K pastel sweater collection. Most of these sweaters are around the 80s or 90s and I've been collecting them for about a little over a year now, and I just thought that this would be a great opportunity to be able to share my collection and just be able to express myself creatively. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get started. And I just want to say that I'm going to talk in this video about where I got to each of these, just in case you all want to start a collection of your own and want to know where to look for them. And I'll also be talking about how much I spent on each one, if I can remember. And there's some that I might be thinking about parting with. So if you're interested in starting your own collection and you see something in here that you like, look for it in my Depop or my Poshmark, which will be linked down below. So let's get started. This first one, it's not the very first one that I got ever, but it is the first one on the pile over on the couch. So we'll start with this one. It is a really cute one with Scotty dogs all over it. I got it because it reminded me of my dog at home. And it has these little squares of light pink and this kind of turquoise color. It's very sparkly. It has the little mock neck that is pretty popular for these types of sweaters. It is by the company Glamour Knit. I've never heard of this company, but it's a beautiful sweater, and I got this one on eBay for around $30 or $40, which was a pretty good deal. All I did to find this sweater was search in eBay or Google or anywhere that you look for clothes, and I would just put in vintage pastel sweater or vintage dog sweater, vintage cat sweater, something like that, and sometimes I get lucky and something beautiful like this pops up. So this is the very first one. I will not be parting with this one just because of sentimental reasons. It looks like my dog from home, so I definitely want to keep it. Now this one I also got on eBay. This one was from a seller overseas, and I got this one even though it doesn't really go with some of my other sweaters. It's not really as sparkly or pastel or Fairy K as some of the others, but I fell in love with it just because of the design and because of the cute little baby seals. So this one is from a company called Honey, which I've also never heard of before. It's just got these little snowflake details on the top and on the bottom, and then this little like dusty rose pink in the middle with these little baby seals that are made out of this kind of fuzzy, almost woolly material, and they are just so adorable. The back is pretty plain with the little snowflakes at the bottom. I won't be getting rid of this one because I haven't really had a chance to wear it. I bought it at the end of the winter season last winter, and I just haven't had a chance to wear it, so I'll be keeping this one. I believe this one cost me about $35 or $45 with shipping and everything because it came from overseas. This one I also got fairly recently. I think I got this one around Easter of last year or this year, and then it's by a company called Patsy's Place, which again I've never really heard of, but all I did was search vintage bunny sweater and this is what came up, and I got this one on eBay as well. This one cost me about $30, and it is really cute. It's very different from all the other ones that I have, and I've never really seen anything quite like it. It's got these little bunnies on the front, and then two bunnies that are facing the opposite way. It is kind of this lilac, almost grayish purple. It kind of looks gray on camera, but it's purple. and then this like teal color, and then a green color all together. I've just never really seen anything with this color combination before, or with bunnies on it before, so I snatched it up, and it's got the design on both sides. I will not be selling this one either, just because of how unique it is. I'm not really sure how much this one is worth because I've never seen anyone selling this one. So I could potentially sell it for a little bit more than what I bought it for, but I think I'm going to hang on to it for now. I might change my mind in the future, but for right now I'm going to hang on to it. Sorry, a really loud car just drove by. Let me keep going. So this one I got on Depop for around $30, I think. So that's a pretty good deal for this type of sweater. I'm thinking about getting rid of this one, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you like this one, you can look on my Poshmark and Depop to see if I'm going to sell it. The reason why I'm thinking about selling this one is because I just don't wear it as much as some of the other ones. I prefer the more sparkly ones, so this one doesn't have any sparkle to it. But it is a really cute shade of pink, so I might keep it. I'm not sure. It's by Adele, which is a very popular Fairy K vintage sweater company. And it's got this little silky bear on the front, and that's what really drew me to it, was the little teddy bear, because I don't really have anything that has teddy bears on it, so I thought it was really cute, and I loved how all the little hearts just go all the way down, and on the sleeves, and all down the back. So I might decide to part with this one, so keep your eyes peeled for this one if this is your style. Now this next one is one of my favorites. This one is an elephant sweater with pastel pink, purple, and blue. I just love the attention to detail on these sweaters. It's just amazing. And I love the little heart detail on the elephants. I think elephants are so cute. And it's so very sparkly. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. And this one is by Private Eyes, which is another very popular brand for these Fairy K sweaters. And it's fairly long. It's a pretty good size. And the design continues on the back. I actually got this one for a steal on Depop. I believe this one usually retails for somewhere around $60 to $80, somewhere in that range. I have seen people try to sell it for more, but this one's not super rare, so somewhere around $60 to $80 is probably about what it's worth. But I got this one for $25, which was a huge, huge steal. I snatched it up as soon as I saw it. And I will not be parting with that one. This one I got fairly recently. I got this one on Poshmark. And I got it for about $45, which was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. But it's just so cute that I just had to have it. And it's not really like the others. It's not sparkly or has animals on it or anything like that, but it's still very 80s inspired, which is very much my style. And it's got these little hot air balloons on the front. And it's got this very interesting textured material that almost feels like carpet or maybe like, I don't know, bath towel material. It's very strange, but it's really cute. And it kind of gives the sweater extra texture. And then the sleeves have the same colors, just this perfect little pastel rainbow on both sleeves. And then there's this little embroidery at the bottom that says up, up, and away. And this is by the company JJ Fargo, which I hadn't heard of before, but it's very cute, very well made. And I will be keeping this one. It's plain on the back. I'll be keeping this one just because it's new. It's probably my newest addition to this collection, so I'm going to keep it for now. I might change my mind in the future. This one I am thinking about parting with simply because it's not super practical. I mean, not all of these are super practical anyway, but this one in particular is just probably the heaviest one that I own. It's very heavy. Like, it kind of hurts my arm a little bit to hold it up for very long. This one is by Storybook Knits, and it's got tons of detail on it, which is what drew me to it. I bought this one on eBay. I believe I got it for like $40. Some of the Storybook Knits sell for a lot less than $40, and some of them sell for a lot more, just depending on the design. So this one has little unicorns on each side, and it's a cardigan. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is a lot of like intricate beading going on. There's beading on the unicorns, and there's beading all the way down the front, and it just continues all the way down. There's lace, and then on the end of the sleeves there's also more beading, more knitting, and more lace. So it is heavily embellished, which is one of the reasons why it's so heavy. This is probably the thickest knit too that I own. And I've been thinking about parting with it for a little while just because where I live, it's not super practical to own a ton of sweaters anyway, particularly ones that are this heavy. Because right now it's like 106 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So, not the most practical thing in the world. So I might get rid of this one. And this one is plus size. I believe it's it's 1X. So, if this one is your style or you like it a lot, keep checking my Poshmark and Depop and see if I decide to sell it. And a lot of these sweaters are sets. Usually it's a pink version or a purple version or a pink version and a blue version. So this is the pink and blue dancing pandas. We'll start with the pink one. The pink one I got on Poshmark for a pretty reasonable price, like $30, $40, which is a really good deal because I've seen people sell this exact same design for about $90 or even $100, which I think is a little outrageous considering this one isn't really one of the super rare ones. But anyway, it's just this cute little dancing panda design with these little hearts and snowflakes at the top. It's also by Private Eyes. I believe that's an older Private Eyes label. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's got a little bit of sparkle at the bottom. It's not one of those that has sparkle all the way through, but it has sparkles on the bottom and a little bit on the sleeves. I won't be parting with these because I love them and I haven't really gotten a chance to wear them much. I think I wore the pink one maybe once, so I'm hoping to get some more wear out of them this winter. And then this is the blue version of that same sweater, also by Private Eyes. This one I got on Depop from one of the sellers that I've bought several items from. She's great and she finds really cool thrifted items. And this one again has the sparkles at the bottom and the sparkles on the sleeve. And the back is plain except for the little sparkly bit on the bottom. And I got this one for about, I think, $25, which was really, really good. Really good deal on that one. Then we have another panda set. This one is more popular and more highly sought after than the dancing panda set. This one is the pink and purple sparkly Adele sweaters. We'll start with the pink one. Now this one I actually got on Etsy and I got a really, really good deal on it. I paid like $25 for it, including shipping. And the reason that I did was because it has a teeny tiny little flaw on it. I don't know if you can even see it, but there's just a little tiny piece right here that the thread has kind of come undone. But I thought, well, maybe I can fix that myself, or I can find someone who's talented with knitting and find a way to get that fixed. So this is what it's supposed to look like, that middle panda. And this is what the front of this one looks like. So it's very minor. I'm willing to buy these if they have little minor things wrong with them because it's not that big a deal to me. I'm wearing these for fun and collecting them for me. I'm not necessarily collecting them so that I can resell them and make more money. It's just for my personal enjoyment. So I'm willing to buy them if they have little flaws. And like I said, I might be able to find a way to fix that myself. This purple one doesn't have any flaws. I got this one on Depop from an amazing seller that I've bought several things from before. And she's great. She finds really cool, vintage, colorful stuff. So I follow her and check her shop all the time. And again, it's an Adele sweater. Very cute. Love the colors in this one. I actually prefer the lilac lavender colored ones to the pink ones, but for some reason the pink versions of these sweaters are more highly sought after. But that's just what this one looks like. It's very cute. I love it. I'm not selling either of those pandas. And then I have this set, which is also very highly sought after. This is the Dalmatian set, and I believe this is also by Adele. It is. The pink and the purple Dalmatian sweaters. We'll talk about the pink one first. This one is very highly sought after. I had to look for it for several months before I could find anyone selling it, just because it's so very popular and so many people are looking for it. So if you see this one in a thrift store or you see it online for really cheap, pick it up because you could make pretty good money trying to sell this to someone, because this is very highly sought after, especially in the larger sizes. Now this one has the little Dalmatians on the front and the back, and it's got hearts all over it, and it's very sparkly. I love the Dalmatians because it kind of has a little pop to it, like it stands out against the pastel colors, the black and white. And these Dalmatian ones, I probably spent the most money on these just because they're so highly sought after and they're so hard to find. So I'm not 100% sure how much I spent, but definitely more than $50 for both of those. This one, I believe I had to pay a lot more because I really wanted the purple one. It's my favorite one, probably. I don't know why, but I like them more, the purple ones, more than the pink. And this one I got on Poshmark. I believe the pink one I actually got on Poshmark as well. And thankfully I had some credit saved up from being a Poshmark seller, so I was able to get this one for a little bit of a discounted price. And I just love it. I'm never going to part with this one because it's my favorite. Then we have another set. I really like to get them in sets. I don't know why. I just love being able to have multiple colors of the same sweater. So this one is the pink and blue pig sweater. This one I don't see very often online, but I did see the pink one. I believe the pink one was on eBay. And it was pretty expensive, but then I waited and eventually it went down in price. This one is by Rose, which is another popular Fairy K vintage sweater brand. It's got these little pigs on it with their little curly tails and these little like tulip flowers and this checkered print, and it's also very sparkly. Now this one I got for a discounted price. I think I paid like $25 for this one because it has a teeny tiny flaw. I don't even know if I can show this on camera. I'm going to try to. There's a little bit of wear right there where the thread has kind of started to come undone, but I think the seller fixed it or tried to fix it as best she could. So she gave it to me for $25 because of that small little flaw. And I'm so thankful that she did. And then I got this beautiful one from an amazing seller on Depop. She also has a really cute Instagram if you want to check her out. She posted this one on her Instagram that she found this at a thrift store, and I just fell in love right away. I just love this blue color. Like, it is the perfect pastel blue. I actually like this one better than the pink one. It's also by Rose, and again it has a little pig design and the little geometric design and the little tulips at the bottom. And this one doesn't have any flaws as far as I can tell. So I got this one from her, and I'm so thankful because now I have the set and I love it. And I will not be selling either of those anytime soon. I promise that there's more in this haul that I will be thinking about getting rid of. Now this one is also by Rose, and this one I had to hunt down for almost a year because I just couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find it on eBay, I couldn't find it on Etsy, I couldn't find it on Depop or Poshmark, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I waited and waited patiently and just kept checking all of my shopping accounts and trying to find it. Finally, I found it on Poshmark, and I got it for around $35 to $40-ish, which is a huge steal because this one in particular is very highly sought after, and the pink version of this one is also highly sought after. I don't have the pink version yet. I'm still looking for it, so if you have it, let me know. I might be interested in taking it off your hands. So it's got this little farmhouse scene with the little picket fence and the two little ducks. And it's got these roses up here and the checkered print, and then it repeats down at the bottom. It's got the pattern on both sides. It's extremely sparkly, and it's a pretty good size. Like, it's pretty oversized on me, which is something that I look for because then I can just throw it on with a pair of leggings in the winter and go. And it makes a really cute outfit with like zero effort for when I'm feeling kind of lazy. And yeah, so that's this one. I won't be selling this one anytime soon because I had to hunt it down, and yeah, it just took a lot of effort to find this one, so I'll be hanging on to it for now. Alright, this one is my most oversized sweater. This one I believe I got on eBay. That's where I usually find these, is on eBay, because I think a lot of people find them in thrift stores and then don't really know how much they're worth, and then put them on eBay just to see what bids they can get. And when I see them, I snatch them up as quickly as I can. And this one was on eBay. I just searched vintage sheep sweater. This one didn't even have Pastel in the name, or Fairy K or Kawaii or anything like that. So I don't know that the seller knew that this was a valuable sweater. It's also extremely long and oversized. Like, this one could almost be a dress on me. And I love that about it. I love oversized things. I love the oversized trend. It's just got these little sheep and then this little checkered pattern. It's by Private Eyes. And it's got the little hearts and tulips at the bottom. And it's got the pattern on both sides. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I know that it wasn't nearly what it was worth because I've seen these sell for over $100 and I didn't pay anywhere close to that for this one. And I will not be parting with this one because of just how oversized and comfy it is. I found one exactly like this, but in a smaller size, and I sold that one recently on my Poshmark and Depop, so if I see another one, I might sell it. I'm also looking for the purple version of this one. I haven't found it yet, so if you have it, let me know. This next one I'm thinking about getting rid of, but I'm not sure. So, loud trucks just keep coming by. I don't know what it is today. But anyway, so this one I also got on Depop from a seller. It's the smallest one that I own, which is one of the reasons why I'm thinking about getting rid of it, is it's not as oversized. The quality is still really good. It's really sparkly, and it's got this like almost 3D effect with the hearts, and I love that the pattern is like continued on the sleeves as well. That's something that's a little bit different about this one, is it has the ducks on the sleeves as well. It's very cute. It's just not one of my favorite ones. I don't tend to wear this one as much. And it's not oversized, so I might get rid of this one. I believe I got it on Depop for around $30. So if this is up your alley and you really like it, just check out my Depop and my Poshmark and see if I decide to post it. Now this one I actually found in a thrift store. I believe I found this one in Goodwill for about $4, which is a huge deal. This one is from the company Spice of Life, and I've seen several of their sweaters online, and they make really cute stuff. It's not necessarily Fairy K or kind of, like the other ones that are really sparkly and really, really over the top. This one's a little bit more simple, and it's kind of more of a peachy pink color instead of like a really like bubblegum pink like the shirt I'm wearing, or pastel pink. But I was drawn to it just because it was different, and it's a cardigan, and I don't have a lot of like Fairy K vintage looking sweaters that are cardigans. I'm thinking about getting rid of it just because I don't really wear this like peachy pink color as much. I prefer more like a genuine pink or a pastel pink. So it's not really super my style. I still really like it. It's really cute and comfortable. It's not as heavy of a knit either, so it might be better for slightly warmer weather. It has little blue flowers and these little butterflies, and the butterflies actually do have a little bit of sparkly thread on them. I don't know if you can even see the sparkles, but they're there. It's kind of more of a subtle sparkle than some of the others, and it's got these little peachy pink buttons and this little sparkly detail at the bottom. It's plain on the back, but I might get rid of this one. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, so if you're interested, let me know. Now this one I've been on the fence about for a couple of months. I haven't really decided whether or not to get rid of it. I've posted it on my Poshmark and Depop before, and then removed it, and then posted it again, and then removed it, because I'm really struggling with trying to decide whether or not to keep it or not. This one I also found in a thrift store for a couple of dollars. It's really cute. It's by Custom Design. So it's not by the traditional Fairy K or vintage pastel sweater brands, but it looks very similar. It has a very similar look. But again, it's not pastel, so that's one of the reasons why I've been thinking about getting rid of it, because even though I haven't completely done away with black and white from my wardrobe, it's just not something I gravitate towards. So I've really only worn this one maybe once, but I love the little like Dalmatian print up here, and then the little Dalmatians, and then it has like this stripe pattern, and then the striped kitty cats with the mama cat, and then the little hearts and the little bears holding hearts. So it's very cute, and it is sparkly, so that's why I keep hanging on to it, I think, is because I love the Dalmatians and I love the little sparkle in the background on the blue. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think I should keep it or if I should let go of it. If I do sell it, I'll probably sell it for around $30 to $40, so check it out on my Depop or Poshmark if I decide to sell it. This one is also a little bit different. It's not really the traditional Fairy Kay or vintage sweater. It's a little different. It's not sparkly, but I saw this one from the same seller that got me that sold me the blue dancing panda one from before. I bought this one off of her, and I just fell in love with all of the colors and the attention to detail. I just think it's fantastic. It's by this company called Design Options, and it's just got these little bunny rabbits that are in a little garden eating carrots and cabbage. So there's some cabbage and carrots and flowers and a little picket fence on the side. And the knit is really, really like thick and well done. It almost looks like it was handmade by someone, but anyway. And then it's got the little carrots on the sleeve, which I think is a really adorable little detail. It's plain on the back except for the little cabbages and little carrots. And it's very long. I've actually just worn this one with leggings. And it's super cute. I don't know how anyone could see this and pass it up because it is just so adorable. I won't be getting rid of this one because I've been really into bunny rabbits recently. I don't know why, but I just love this one. And last but not least, I have this little cardigan, and it is by Heartworks. Now, Heartworks, I believe, is children's sizes, so when you see something like this, you're going to want the largest size that you can get. And this one is a large, or a 14, and it fits me pretty well, actually. And it's just a little cardigan with these little heart buttons and kitty cats and little yarn balls. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is sparkly in the purple areas. It's kind of hard to see it because the sun is shining too bright on it. But I really loved the buttons. I got this one from a seller on Depop. Actually, it was the same person that sold me the elephant sweater. So I got this one from her as well. Usually when I'm talking to sellers on Depop or Poshmark, I let them know that I'm a collector of vintage pastel sweaters. And I tell them, hey, if you see anything that you think I would like, reach out to me and let me know, because I don't always take the time to search every single day looking for these sweaters. So it's nice to have someone that will reach out to me. And that's what she did. Was she sold me the elephant sweater first, and then she contacted me and said, hey, I found this other sweater that I think you would like that's in your style. It's very similar to the elephant one, but it's a cardigan. Let me know if you want it. And I saw it and I said, yes, I would love to have that one. So she sold this one to me for $25, which is a steal because these are very pricey. If you check these on eBay, if you just search Heartworks vintage sweater, I'm sure a lot of them will pop up, and they are very expensive. So if you see this one while you're out thrifting, grab it. Even if it's not pastel, it can still be worth a pretty good amount of money, so keep your eye out for that one. And that's my entire sweater collection thus far. I'm still looking for a couple key pieces to kind of complete my collection, and I'm thinking about getting rid of a few that I don't really wear as much. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, my first ever YouTube video. I'm very excited about this, and I'm just so thankful that some people took the time to watch this. And if you liked this or you have any ideas for what I could do on my channel, I'm thinking about doing maybe some haul videos or some thrift hauls, things like that. So if you have any suggestions or thoughts about that, please leave a comment below. And if you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and comment. So thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope that you're having a great day no matter where you are. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye!